squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Commodores will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So South Carolina's offense will have the ball first. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Hauls it in.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the big fella. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Looking to throw again. Here's the pressure. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, I think great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end. Throws a strike.
Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man on the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do.
Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Commodores' offense has its first opportunity of the day. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Complete to start this drive. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He'll keep it on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Rides the back on the option to give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. As the Rooster throws, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Under fire. With the catch, it's Tyree. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard. Before he's brought down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Moving away from pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Breaks into the open. to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his stride. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Here's the handoff. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Right back to him on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Bringing the heat. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. The RPO, it's complete. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Under fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Got enough for the first. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to...
Headed to the end zone. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
It's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Baker. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, and make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Going to swing it on second down. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Offense gets set for second down. Scanning the field, it's Henderson. Snags it over the middle. Knocked down for the tackle.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Good timing on the quick out. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw in that out route.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. To the air, it's Henderson. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front of the point of attack.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Commodores will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Wants to bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. This will likely be the last play of the half. Back to throw, it's Henderson. He wants it all. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Pride. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pride. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. What could go wrong did. First half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by 6 over Wyoming. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Rushes on him. Keeps it going.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch just inside the 40. And the returner will be dragged down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. From the gun, the ground game. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to throw, it's Baker. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The sure hands, it's Tyree. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Commodores decide to punt it away. Here's the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the gun. Makes a man miss. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out of the gun to give to the back. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it to the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. No fair catches here, looking for room. Can they catch it? That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They try to pop a run on the draw. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. To the air, it's Henderson. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Winston. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll sneak it. Picks up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, to get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back and leaves it. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Wants to throw. It's Baker. Oh, they're after him. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with the GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. We are not going to get shut out in front of all of these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
Smashes through the tackle. It's a running move. Touchdown, Gamecocks! He found open space. The band might as well start playing. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the owner.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Slithers into space. Stumbled to the ground.
I I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
The Commodores line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just impotent.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's the pressure. They're working that left side. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Defense wants to bring the heat. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Good right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on third down. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line. That's short of first down yardage. Fourth down is coming. Just complete and utter